In this week's video, we help put this 128 Ti into summer mode with the assistance of a fresh set of our MW1 wheels, and we also take a recap over the parts that we've previously fitted to it.
So we do a lot of cars here at Motech. On average, we do between 3 and 4 cars a day through the fitting bay, 6 days a week. So it gives you an idea of how many cars we get through in a year, let alone mail order and detailing and things like that. Grab this car quickly, it's just come off the ramp. This has actually been in for our Stance Plus spring kit for the G81 Touring. So it's about 30mm front and a 10mm rear. So it's a 4-spring setup, unlike some others that we offer. It's just a front mill and it looks stunning. We would always recommend doing this sort of setup if you are after that sort of aggressive OEM++ look. If you are not dailing it, if you are something a bit more aggressive, you can still get away with it. But of course, changing it out with the 20-inch front and the 21-inch rear MW4 fully forged wheels in gloss black, running ET8 square setup, absolutely perfect. Partnered up with the Yokohama tyres, just that perfect OEM plus. This car's got carbon ceramics and they look absolutely amazing behind the wheel against the Dravit Grey. This is the widest wheel that we offer for the G Series cars. It's 105mm concave on that 1121 rear. Let us know what you think.
So we were having a discussion the other day in the office and we were all saying that hot hatches at this point are getting bigger, better, faster. But four-wheel drive systems are getting cleverer, the price is being driven up, the horsepower's going up. But at what point does it all become a bit too much for what's supposed to be something nippy, small, and a good bit of fun? Now, you saw the other day that we completed the 128 Ti, which looked phenomenal with the Neodyme Gold MW1s on it. And all the BMW drivers say that that is the enthusiast hot hatch, front-wheel drive. And I think it's a great comparison to what we have behind me, which is a Mk8 Golf GTI ClubSport. So it is the top of the line model before you branch into the R. This is the Mk8.5, so the brand new one. And today we've had it in for the Eibach Pro Kit lowering springs, MW1 wheels in gloss black, and also the Remus race exhaust. So it sounds a lot better. It's almost a direct comparison. The only thing this car's missing currently is the kit, which will be coming fairly soon, but it looks absolutely amazing. The springs make a massive difference on the drive. They just help level out any floatiness going around the corners. And I would say between the two, it's almost a 50-50 guess at what you would want to take. I think personally, the 128 Ti is a great car and it's got a lot to it. But I think just to be a little bit more niche and a little bit more special, I think I'd go with the ClubSport. Just you don't see as many of them around, but on the MW1 wheels, it looks absolutely fantastic. Let us know between the two which one you'd be taking, because I know there's always a big comparison between the BMW group and the VAG group. So the 128 Ti is a car that we do a lot of, and there's a lot to be said about them as a car. The enthusiasts that own them are strong believers that they are more engaging to drive than the M135i, and actually having had a go in quite a few of them myself, I can agree. There's a bit more feedback from them and they feel a bit more lively. They certainly help with the changes that we can make though. This car's running the Pipercross Armour Speed intake in carbon fibre paired with the Dinan intake resonator delete. So the turbo sounds off it are awesome, great fun. There's an exhaust system on the back to make it louder. We've also lowered the car, so it's on Eibach lowering springs, and then most importantly, as always, Motech wheels. Now, we've gone for the stealthed out look with this car previously. For a period of time, it ran the gloss black wheels and was really stealthed out and cool looking. And since the sun had come out, we've lost it today, typical UK weather, but since the sun has come out, we thought, how can we summarise the car? And we've gone for the Neodyme Gold MW1 wheels. Same style, but just a new finish to revive the look, make it look awesome, ready for the show season ahead of us. The gold M wing badges are an awesome touch to add with the wheels. Just purely, they match up so well on the colour and it looks fantastic. The car is littered with carbon. We've got the full Maxton carbon kit on it, similar to what we ran on our F40 Isle of Man Green M135i, and the kit looks absolutely phenomenal. Carbon arch guards to finish it off and match up. Little things like the 50th anniversary boot and bonnet badges. Also, the car has the M Performance steering wheel, which is so nice. Such a more premium feel to drive with. Overall, I absolutely love it. And I think there's a lot to be said about the 128 Ti, especially with the accent bits that we can offer. Let us know what you think.